If you're uploading images to your website, but you're skipping the alt text box, you're leaving both traffic and accessibility on the table. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what the alt text actually is, why it matters for SEO, and how to write it the right way. So let's go. Okay, let's start simple. Alt text, or alternative text, is a short description that you add to an image on your website. Its main purpose is for accessibility. Screen readers use it to tell visually impaired users what's in the image. But here's where SEO comes in. Search engines also read your alt text, and if you get it right, it can help your pages rank better in Google and even drive traffic through Google Images. Now, alt text is not a magic SEO trick. You can't just stuff keywords into every image's alt text and expect to get good rankings. But when used properly, it does do two important things. Number one, it helps Google understand the content and the context of your page more clearly. And number two, it gives your site more opportunities to come up in Google image searches, which in many niches can send you highly targeted traffic. So if you're uploading product images, blog images, infographics, or even stock photos on your main service pages on your site, skipping the alt text box means you're missing out. All right, so how do you write good alt text? Think of it as describing the image to someone who can't see it. Be specific, be concise, and most importantly, include the keywords naturally. Let me show you a real example on our website of what I mean. So if you go to this blog, I picked one, how long does it take to learn SEO? I felt like this was relevant. So if you come down here, there is a featured image at the very top. One of the easiest ways to check for alt text in an image on the front end of any website is if you get on the page and you right click, you can go down here and click this little button that says inspect. If you go here, it will open up the HTML, the coding for that page. And you can look, this highlighted section is for that image. You're going to look for these three letters ALT for alt text. And the term or the words that follow that are going to be what was entered in for the alt text for this image. So you can see on this one, it's a man wonders how long does it take to learn SEO. Okay. So this is a great example of good alt text because we have included our keyword, which is learn SEO, or a variation of our keyword, learn SEO. And we've included it in the alt text for the image naturally. Okay, this is somebody wondering about something, and behind him it has SEO search. Okay, this still works for accessibility because we're explaining to someone that, you know, if they can't see this image, that explanation still tells them what this is. But we're also properly utilizing a keyword phrase in the alt text to get another instance of that keyword on this page. As the search engine crawls this page and crawls this image, it's going to see that alt text in there too, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go down. Let's pick another one, okay? So here's the next one. So this picture is a little bit more vague, right? This is a woman at a computer, right? If you were to do the most basic alt text, you would say, woman laughing at computer. Well, let's look and see what the alt text is for this image. Again, right click, go to inspect. If you go down here in alt, a woman takes an online course to learn SEO. Okay. Again, it's true. She's on a computer. She's taking an online course. It implies that she's on a computer. And we've just added in that extra bit of phrasing to say she's taking a course to learn SEO. Okay. That's how you get the keyword in there. It's natural. It's not forced. What you don't want to do is say something that doesn't reflect what's in the picture at all. That's not helpful from an accessibility standpoint. Not only that, as search engines get better and start to utilize AI more in search, they're going to be able to look at an image and describe what it is without even looking at your alt text. And the alt text would just be a way to reaffirm what the AI already sees or something to gauge it against. Okay. So if you have a picture of a dog and your keyword is cat food, please do not use cat food and a picture of a dog. Okay. It's not helpful. It may work for a minute, again, until AI is more incorporated, and then it won't work at all. Okay. And then you may be flagged for something like spam, or it may just lower the value of that page because you're not reflecting in the images what you're saying they are. So a general rule of thumb is explain what's in the image and find a way to naturally incorporate that keyword. Next, I'm going to show you what this looks like on the back end too. Okay, so our website is built in WordPress. So we're going to log in. We're going to go to edit the post. I usually like to do this on the visual builder. You can do it either way. But the visual builder is nice because you can look at the changes as you make them. Okay, once the page is loaded, if you scroll down to the element that you're looking at, you can just go down here to this little cog wheel. This is the settings wheel. If you click on that, it's going to give you a few options, okay? And you'll see over here on the left-hand side, it has the actual image. You can include like a link, so if they click on the image, it takes them to somewhere else on the site. But what you're going to want to do is go over to this advanced tab right here. And once you're here on advanced, go down to this attribute section right here, and you're going to have two different spots, okay? One is for the image alternative text, the alt text, and the other is the image title text, okay? You want to be a little bit careful with the image title text though, with how you label your images, because if you use a stock photo company, if ever someone has a dispute on if you own the rights to that image, it's nice to have in your image title the number of the license that you have for that image, so it's easy to go back in your library and find it and to dispute that. That's something that we've found from working with clients that have also used stock image photos. But there's probably a way to combine both with the number and then also just another variation of your keyword in the title text. We're not going to go over that right now. We're going to focus specifically on the image alternative text. And again, this is where you would enter it. So you'd come here and you'd enter in your typically around 5 to 10 word alternative description for that text. You'd include a variation of your keyword as well as the description of what the photo is doing. So once you've entered in your alternative text right here, you go down, click the green check mark, and then back to the left and save. And now your changes will be made live. You have the image alt text secured. Now, if you are adding an image to a blog post, or maybe your text to your web page doesn't have any images yet and you want to add it, well, you can also put in the alt text as you add the image as well. And this is how you do that. So go back to your module here, click on that settings wheel one more time, go down to where you want to add the image. Let's say that I want to add it, right after this first paragraph, and then I'll go to this button, add media. And when you come here, this is where you're going to see all your image assets on your site. You can upload a new image at this point. But let's say I want to add this image over here on the right-hand side. You're going to see the alt text is the first thing up there. So here's where you would add your description along with some natural variation of your keyword. You also have a title, caption, description. You can ignore caption, description, and then also title. Like I said, I might lean more towards utility for title, and then for alt text, accessibility and SEO. And then at that point, just select and then save it the same way you did before. So to wrap up, alt text helps with accessibility first and SEO second. Write it naturally, keep it descriptive, and don't overdo it on the keywords. Do that and your images actually can help you to come up better in search. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow our channel so you can be notified every time we put out content like this. And if you want to know how to better optimize keywords in every aspect of your website, watch this video right here where we go over from start to finish how to optimize content for SEO using keywords. And we'll see you on the next video.